Welcome back to BrightLink. Today we are covering the ADT SiXCT contact, or wireless sensor. In this video, our goal is to get you a better understanding of how this sensor works, some installation best practices, and common issues that will come up with these sensors and how to easily fix those. Let's start with our SiXCT contact. I'm going to open it up and we'll go through the parts and components that come in the box, and then we'll talk about some general specs. Okay, now that we've pulled out all of the components from the box, we'll do a quick overview. We have our user manual or installation manual, mounting screws, double-sided sticky tape, our magnet backplate, and riser wedge if we need to heighten the magnet. Here we have our backplate for our CTA contact and the wireless contact or sensor itself. Approximate dimension on this guy, about 3 inches long, 1.5 inches wide, and roughly 1 inch tall. Okay, let's start with the wireless contact or wireless sensor. Here on the side of it, you can see that there are 2 hash marks. Those represent the alignment with your magnet. This magnet has to be within about 1.5 inches and centered between those 2 hash marks on the wireless contact. That's the threshold for which the sensor is able to read this magnet. On the bottom side down here, we have our mounting plate, as well as a tamper. With the mounting plate on, it depresses the tamper and ensures that the contact or wireless sensor is mounted to the door or window. If I pop the cover plate off, like so, I have a tamper for the cover plate, our 3-volt lithium-ion CR123 battery, hardwired screw terminals, and the reed switch for your magnet. Let's take a look at our SiXCT battery and talk a little bit about factors to consider. This has a 3-volt CR123 lithium-ion battery, and Resideo specs out the battery life to be between 3 and 5 years. From a technician standpoint, there are a few factors to take into consideration. Number 1, usage, and number 2, distance. So, for example, a front door that gets opened and closed a lot more than a window will most likely kill that battery quicker than the window would. Distance is a big factor on the CT contacts or the SiX technology. The reason why is because this is an AES encrypted technology that constantly stays in communication with the alarm keypad. Your technician should install repeaters or boosters if the sensor is too far where it will potentially kill that battery. Now we're going to talk about common issues that will come up with the SiXCT contact. Issue number 1 is going to be a low battery reading on your keypad. When you see this, the easiest way to fix it is to take the cover plate off. So you slide it in one direction. This side has a brace on it, and this side has a set screw if needed. Upon opening this, you have your battery. Simply remove your battery, get a new CR123 battery, and put it back into the battery slot. In looking at the sensor, there is a negative and a positive side. So keep in mind the polarity of the battery. Also, you will get confirmation on putting the battery back in when you see your LED light start to blink. Once you've done this, you'll want to put the cover back on, and it just snaps in. And then you would need to go to your keypad and disarm the system 2 times to clear out any trouble conditions. Another common issue with these sensors is a tamper coming from your keypad. So the keypad will read a sensor tamper, and that could be caused by one of 2 tampers on the SiXCT contact. Number 1 is somebody simply popped the cover plate off, or it got bumped. And that causes this tamper located here to send a signal to the keypad. Fixing this can be quite easy. Hopefully it's not broken, but you can just put the cover on, snap it back into place, and disarm the system 2 times. The second tamper on these sensors is actually located on the base mounting plate, and that's this tamper here. So for example, somebody hit the sensor and knocked it off of the door or window, and now it's tampered. That's coming from the mounting plate tamper. Simply take your bottom plate, slide it on, and notch it into position. Again, disarm your security panel 2 times to clear that tamper. The next most common issue with these sensors will usually come up in the morning time because this check on the system happens overnight. And this is going to say not networked trouble on your keypad. What that means is a lack of supervision of the wireless sensor. This can be caused by a dead battery. This can be caused by a block in reception or communication to the wireless contact. And this can also be caused by a sensor that's just missing or gone. This not networked trouble means that the sensor cannot communicate with the keypad, and this issue needs to be addressed. When you're getting a not networked trouble on your keypad and the sensor appears to be in good condition and has a good battery, this is more than likely a distance-related issue. A simple fix for this would be to add in a repeater to boost the signal from the wireless sensor back to your keypad. Another common issue that we see in the field from a technician standpoint that doesn't get talked about much is a delayed response in the sensor communicating with the keypad. When this happens, for example, you open a door and you have a considerable delay for the keypad to register that the door was open. If this is happening, there's a few factors to consider. Number 1 is distance. If it is distance, then you'll need to add in repeaters to boost the signal from the sensor to the keypad. And then the second thing to consider is possibly a bad sensor. If you're getting a significant delayed response when the door or window is opened, I'm talking more than 5 seconds, then you could potentially have a manufacturer defect in the sensor, and the easy fix would just be to replace it. My personal thoughts on the SiXCT contact from Resideo are, on the positive side, the WPA Wi-Fi style 6 encryption is a great factor when considering RF jamming and outside factors. The two-way communication between the wireless sensor and the panel is also a huge plus. On the negative side, the battery life does leave a little bit more to be wanted. And distance is a big factor on battery life. Overall, I believe that the sensor is a solid wireless contact from Resideo. This sensor is going to do a great job when installed correctly on protecting your building or residence. Thanks for watching.